what's good with you, baby? So, you know, it's your girl Mahogany. In this day and age, you don't get a chance to really see your friends anymore. I mean, we make comments on each other's pages and we inbox each other, but you really don't have time to really connect. Well, I have four amazing women who are in my life, and we have been friends for over 20 years. The stories that they could tell. We'll get into that and even more in just a few. So make sure you guys keep it locked, because you already know your girl is about to bring you a whole new flavor. For me, ain't been no crystal stair. I'm a little black girl, born and raised in Savannah, Georgia, out of a small community called Woodville. I grew up on a half-paved, half-dirt road, but I always had big dreams. I worked hard and made it into the entertainment industry. From the late 90s to now, I have been in the entertainment industry for years, doing everything from choreography, modeling, gracing the covers of magazines, and being a #1 radio personality. And then something amazing happened. I was chosen out of hundreds of applicants to stand on the big red carpet and be a TEDx speaker. I couldn't believe it. I remember watching Bill Gates' TEDx talk when I was a young girl living in Fraser Homes projects. Who knew that one day that would be me? Through that process, Wesleyan, the little girl off that half-paved, half-dirt road, met Lady Mahogany for the first time, and they realized they were stronger together than apart. Ready to flex my mind and my muscles, I found yoga. Or better yet, yoga found me, and my true journey began. Yoga opened up doors to my mind, body, and my soul. After 10 years in the radio industry, it was time to leave and take my dreams to the next level. I rediscovered my true love, my first passion of writing, producing, and being the voice. So now your girl is back on a whole new level and platform. Buckle up, sit back, and hold on tight, because I'm about to bring you a whole new flavor. Hey, what's good with you, baby? It's your girl Mahogany, and I'm bringing you a whole new flavor. Today's show is very tasty, to say the least about the most. I have my sisters in the building. That's right, y'all. Blood cannot make us any thicker. These four ladies have been in my world for over 20 years, and the stories that I could tell about them, better yet, stories they can tell about me. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Ladies and gentlemen, my sisters. What's good, y'all?
Hey.
So everybody has their own little style, their own little whatever. I really appreciate you all coming out and just being genuine and being unique and being original. And I appreciate y'all indulging your sister, because this is something that I would call y'all for. Hey, would y'all come and be on the show? But as usual, you all are always like, okay. And you know, I feel like you guys we all expect certain things out of people to do certain things. So we never look at each other like, oh Lord, you know. But I want to go ahead and kind of start, and we'll go from the oldest to the baby. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I am the oldest sister. Okay, I'm only 21. All right, next, who's the next sister? Why y'all look like that? See, we're not doing this. Y'all, I'm not 21. But I am the oldest of the bunch. Next in line, we have who?
Me?
Yes, you know it's you.
Y'all look so old, I'm just saying.
Oh, wow. Tell me your name.
Hello, everyone. My name is Audrey. I'm the next oldest, but I'm really the oldest.
All right, next in line, we got...
Is it me?
It's
you.
Toy.
It's me? Okay, I'm Kim.
This is Kim.
I'm Toy.
Okay.
And I'm the baby. I'm Tiffany.
If you
and I'm
didn't
the boss.
notice, if you didn't notice, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, all right, we got Kim, we got Tiffany, we got Audrey, and we got Toy. Now, one of the things that I love about you all is our diversity. We are all completely different, but we seem to find a way and to make it work in our relationships with each other. Now, we've been friends for over 20 years, and Audrey, you and I have been friends even longer than that.
Yes.
What's always funny to me is people always say, oh, where are you from? And I go,
I'm from Savannah. People don't understand, like, I'm West Savannah down. Like, me and you was running in and out of back doors in Yamacraw. You
Yes,
know what
ma'am.
I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Back in the day. If you out of Yamacraw, and I think Miss Slim has done everybody's hair.
Oh yes.
Has braided everybody's
Yes.
hair in Yamacraw.
Yes,
and,
she has.
And I think that's how we met, because at that point in time, Miss Slim's door and your mom's door was facing each other.
Yeah.
And two little chocolate girls, tomboy down.
Tomboy down.
Tomboy down.
Cutest things on the block.
You know what I mean? we was out there tussling to give them a run for their money out there.
They
But
didn't expect us to be tomboys.
they didn't. They
No.
really didn't. They really didn't. So to be able to gauge the relationship from then to now, a lot has changed. I mean, some of us are married, some of us are divorced, some of us have children. Like, all of us have children now, because Toy, you just had my baby JJ.
Welcome
Yes.
to mommy.
Yes, mommy. Welcome.
Pray my strength.
Yes. Pray your strength in the Lord. But let's kind of go back to where we really all came together, and that was high school. You know, Savannah Arts Academy. You know, but what was crazy was all of us were from different neighborhoods and different backgrounds and different walks of life, and for us to meet up in such a diverse place, it was really weird. So first off, we'll talk about how we met each other. Like, we know how we met, okay?
Right.
But okay, so how did all of us meet?
Now, me and Toy has probably been friends as long as you and Audrey have, because me and Toy went to kindergarten. We started at kindergarten. From kindergarten, actually, kindergarten, middle school to high school. So then we end up finding out that we are actually cousins.
Right.
So it was just a mix. So we've been probably friends as long as you two have been friends.
Exactly. Okay.
When we got to high school, Kim and I met in high school, and then one summer during the family reunion, we found out that we were cousins.
Yep.
Well,
Family
no.
It's a family affair.
Well, Kim and myself, we met in 8th grade.
Yes.
Okay.
At Hubert.
Okay.
And then I
Middle
met Tiffany the summer before 8th grade year at a church trip.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think what bonds us all together, well, I can speak for me, what bonds us all together is dance, because we all ended up coming to Savannah Arts Academy, and I started out as a music major, but something was drawing me to dance, and then I ran into all of y'all, and listen, y'all two babies was my inspiration, because y'all did that thing, and it was amazing, and it really... dance is really what connected us. So
Right, definitely. So Savannah Arts Academy, it's a new school. People calling us fame. You know, like, you know, we didn't even have a mascot. We had no sports. Like, oh no, I lied. We did have sports. Tennis,
Swimming,
volleyball. What was
And
it?
something else.
Track. I was on volleyball. I did a little bit of track, but volleyball was my thing.
I did tennis.
Tennis.
Me and Corianda.
You and Corey.
I would like to say that dance is a sport, so technically we did have sports.
Y'all, I cannot do this with
she
her.
pushing that.
Now you pushing it. But you're right. All the dance is what kind of brought us together, even though we came from different backgrounds. And in that studio, literally blood, sweat, and tears in that studio, making sure that we were a part of that school, making sure that we were going to be a part of that legacy, making sure that we were all going to graduate. You know, we went through a lot, because being at Savannah Arts Academy, it was this beautiful place for 6-8 hours, sometimes 10 hours, depending on the rehearsals afterwards. But after that, we all had to go back home. And all of us didn't go home to the best situations. And being in a school surrounded by other kids, our counterparts who lived out on the island, who, you know, had, you know, both parents in the household.
Family household.
Exactly. It was a little different, you know, like when people turned 16, they had vehicles. Didn't they give us cat bus tickets?
Yeah.
Let me
Because
just
they did not have a bus to come and pick us up for the first 2 years, I think it was.
Look at us now.
That's right.
Look at us now.
And that's true. Look at us now.
Exactly.
So through struggle brings triumph.
That's
and
right.
One of the things I want to talk about, we talk about struggle and triumph. I can actually say in our relationship, you know, we are all friends. And what I mean by all friends is we all have fell out with each other. I tell people, it ain't real until Mad Day get here, and then you really see what's what, you know?
And people be posting subliminal messages on Instagram and stuff, but
See, when you
I did not post this.
wait. Let me just break a little bit down. See, I'm the calm one to a certain extent.
You are not calm.
I am. I'm the calm one to a certain extent.
Everybody. I'm gonna give that to Kim.
I would give Kim the calm.
She's calm.
Calm crazy, but she's calm.
She is. I'm not gonna take that from her. But
Oh my God, this is professional.
when I mean calm, I actually mean like I'm not stalking Instagram and Facebook trying to see if they're talking about me. Like I love these girls for real, and you know when the baby, I love her so much.
When she does not get
her way,
y'all. It shuts down.
It shuts
like when I say
everything
baby
down.
syndrome, I'm talking about baby syndrome. No,
I just want to point out that I ain't saying nothing bad about you. So,
because she'll get
she don't
punched.
right.
She'll get the wrath, and you know because they both fight for the baby spot.
Right, both of them.
And she'll get punched,
and then I get yelled. And then I get a phone call where I get yelled at about I am the baby. She's not the baby. We're not babies together. We are years apart. I'm the baby. I'm like, okay, all right.
Where was this even going at?
It was going.
Wow.
Anyway, this is totally off subject.
Right, because we talk about you. But what we're talking about is the fact that we're all so diverse, but even though in our diversity, we still found value in our relationships because even though we fell out with each other throughout the years, like we have always come back to each other. One of the things that, I want to talk about, speaking for myself, is that me and Tiffany fell out. And when we fell out, talk about miscommunication. It was literally, it had gone so long that we didn't speak to each other that I was like, what did we get into it about again? And we both had to come back like, I think it was this, I think it was this, I think it was this. When it gets to the point to where you got to start saying, I think it was, I think it was, I think it was, it really doesn't even matter because at the end of the day, I know that you all bring balance to my life. All of you have different personalities and I need each and every one of you. And being in the limelight, one of the things that I realize is you got fair weather friends. You got fair weather friends. You got people who want to be up under the whole, limelight, or they want to get into the parties that you get into, or they want to get backstage, or I'm going on trips. They want to go on the trips too. Like, all these different things. You all keep me grounded. Like, you all are the ones who, when I'm stressed out and I'm angry, you all know me like the back of your hand. Like, you all can say, she not gonna do that, or she go do that. Like the other day, we had a little incident, and I was like, yep, I'm about to go bust through the door. Y'all was like, nope, where you at? We'll go. because I will do it. Yeah. But you all keep me calm, and also I feel like I keep you all calm as well because I'm the oldest, and y'all need to do what I say do when I say do
this
it.
Was going
how
somewhere,
I say,
but not there. Yeah.
They disrespectful churn. Anyway,
but let me point out when these two fell out, the whole sisterhood stopped. Mm-hmm. The oldest and the baby, the whole sisterhood just stopped. We're just like, okay, okay. You talking to me today? Oh, okay.
Right.
All right. Well, hey,
true.
I know you. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
That type of thing.
Right.
So we are all connected in some way, but I think you guys know
the glue.
That
it's the head in the caboose. Like
you two are
need
the head in the caboose.
I'll be the head.
And you need
you're the caboose. You came last.
Right, you came last.
And I always got to point out.
Oh gosh. Anyway, so listen, y'all. Listen, so let's go into this. Now that we're all married, not all of us are married, but because you have marriage and you have kids, how has that changed the dynamics of our relationship? And the reason why I want to talk about this is because you have women who have been friends forever, and then they kind of verge off, and they don't necessarily remember or know why. So I want to speak to how we got through it because that was difficult. Like, Toy got married, Tiffany, you have a high school sweetheart. So we kind of just never knew you as anything else. But Toy got married, I got married, Audrey got like we just kind of was like, and the next thing you know, we all had kids, and then it was further apart. Like, when that happened, how did we come back? So let's talk about you when you got married. Like, what happened? Did you have friends, family members who felt like, oh, now you don't know us anymore? What was that experience like?
I don't know if we got enough time to have that.
Right, I know, right?
But no, when I originally got married, I say originally, but because we had our shotgun wedding, what most people would call it. I wasn't pregnant, but we ended up just doing something simple at in the living room of my grandmother's house. And at that point, like, it was a complete rude awakening for me, because then I had to realize, okay, I'm somebody's wife, so I got expectations of things that I need to be doing in my household. And it was a struggle for me because I've always been very independent, very strong-willed, and if I said I was going with my girls, I'm going with my girls. And it wasn't that I had to answer to him, but just out of respect for him being the head of the household, that was a big game changer for me, because I wasn't able to have the communication and have the get up and go with my homegirls like I would normally do on a regular basis. And so my transition, where I got to understand fully how that worked, was to be able to just have balance. And again, after y'all two finished what y'all had going and finally got it together, and
nobody asked you, she's talking about me.
I think we all just like sat down and had a come to Jesus moment and really just said, you know what, whatever it was, just squash it. Like, it really didn't matter. And Audrey was the peacemaker at that time, because she said,
"Hold up, prop."
No.
But it'll all come to light.
Tiffany,
did
I or did not come back with that humble pie? And,
you did.
She called me.
Because what did I say?
I was writing down Highway 80
for everybody.
And the number popped up. And Mr. Number said, what's she calling me for? Hello?
She did. She actually with the dry voice, y'all. She had the dry voice.
And she just said she wanted to meet up. And I told her, let's do it.
But I'm just saying, Audrey was kind of like the peacemaker in the words. She was like, you know what, at the end of the day, whatever it was, we don't have to bring it back up. At the end of the day, we are all we got, and we're going to put that in the past and leave it at that. And so that's one of the things that made me respect.
Can you say that again? Oh.
We don't have enough time. All right, we're actually going to come back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. They're getting on my nerves. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some of the things that we just talked about, you know, how we met. We also discussed some of the things that we've been through and where we are right now. Let's talk about 2019. Like, where do we see ourselves? What are we going to be better at? What are we going to do more of? And how are we going to do that? Because women who are watching right now, and even guys, like, they want to know, a lot of people, they have fair weather or they have new friends. I realize, and that's why I made that phone call, I realized how important it was to have someone who knows you like the back of their hand. Somebody who's going to be there for you, take up for you, all those different things. So moving forward into 2019, like, what are we going to do to try to make sure that we communicate better, we see each other, like all those different things, because that's difficult. And I think that's what people want to hear. They want to hear about how we overcome, how we're going to make it through, and the realness of it, right? All right, you guys, we'll be back in just a few seconds. Keep it locked in. I got my sisters with me, and they are bringing the flavor.
Thank you, ha, you're far too kind. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Woodsville fam with a West Savannah swag. One last time, I want y'all to soar. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Woodsville fam with a West Savannah swag. One last time, I want y'all to soar.
All right, y'all, we're back with my sisters here on the FLAVATV show. And one of the things that I love about these ladies is their realness. Now, we're going to talk about some social media shenanigans and how in the day and age of social media, it can bring you together, but it can also tear you apart. Now, we're going to talk about a situation that happened when we actually lost connection with each other. It was some social media. We fell out, okay? I'm trying to use proper. We fell out. But what was crazy was when we got together, she was telling me, and you post, I said, I never, what are you talking about? But till this day, she said no, because it was the timing of when it happened. But like you say, Audrey, social media can bring people together. It can also tear people apart.
That is so true.
Let's talk about that situation. Okay, so what actually happened again? Because I don't pay attention to it when you tell. Go ahead.
So there was a post. There was a situation happening with us, and she stopped answering my phone calls. So I sent some messages out to reach out to her. Never got a response. So scrolling through IG,
Stalking.
and there was a post that popped up that says Ronald McDonald, and let's say 1988, and Ronald McDonald had all his different friends.
Right.
And then
Hamburglar.
Hamburglar, Grimace, and
Right.
some more people.
Right.
Then it said Ronald McDonald now, and he was by himself. Basically, for me saying, who need friends? Because I can do this by myself.
That is, how? Okay. How
Lady
can you
Mahogany.
take? How can you with the shoulders? But this is my question. How can you take that pose and then you take it as I was talking about y'all?
No,
So
not y'all. I took that as myself.
It's herself.
Oh my God.
You know, it's just a you and her thing.
Yeah. I would have never looked at that and been like, oh yeah.
Let me say this. I've had a couple people think that way. You can like something, you can repost it, and it can just be something you just like and like
Hit dog, go holler.
I mean, yeah.
I took it personal.
But here's the thing, like the post that
It could be
says
about somebody else. It doesn't have to be
it doesn't
directly
have
toward that person.
exactly like the post that says snakes don't hiss anymore. They call you bruh, sis, fam. You know
Right.
that post.
I ain't seen
You
that
can
one, but I
like
like
that and or repost it. And
As
that's just
immediately.
something that you just agree with.
But immediately,
And immediately people will
Inboxes,
think
calling,
that
text.
you're talking about them. So what? You think I'm a snake? You know,
Right.
that type of thing.
Right.
But I do wholeheartedly agree with that. But until
You're
the day
wrong.
I die,
you're wrong. That what you
and
gonna
even there
admit?
was another text message I sent you, and it specifically said, "Let's try. I would like to get up with you. Let's talk about this.
I never
If
got
not,
that.
I'll
My
never
phone
text
number
you
was changed
again."
by then. I had moved.
Then, no, because I was still pregnant at this time. Then, another post said,
Would you look at the time?
Exactly.
whatever. When people say they're not going to talk to you anymore. And after that,
That was the devil.
I
That was
left it
just
alone.
timing. That literally was just timing, and that was the
honestly
devil.
believe
And guess what?
that.
That was
And
just the
guess
devil
what?
in
It could have
timing.
been that.
I honestly believe that because, listen, I had another friend that I'd known for quite some time.
You don't have
Do
any
me
other
the-
friends. We're your only friends.
Well, see, you can't even have friends with these girls.
I just want to let you know
And
that.
she better not call nobody else sis when we go somewhere.
Oh
but
my gosh.
ahead,
But
though.
I
anyways,
do
I
that all
had
the
the
time.
same situation happen. However, this person came in my inbox and well, me and my family thinks that you're always talking about me. And I'm like,
Wow.
are you serious? So quite now, you're not my friend to me
Right.
if you think that I would stoop that low.
Right.
I
Or do something that petty or
that
immature.
petty. Now, if I'm going to do it, y'all all know me.
Right.
I'll send it to you directly.
Right. And I want you to see it.
And I want you to see it.
Right. Shots fired.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. But knowing me, you know
Right.
what I'm about.
Exactly.
You know how I operate, and I just
But
think that we
Emotions get involved.
Yeah,
and I
it
think that's
does.
the reality of the situation. Because basically that's what we're talking about. We're talking about emotions. And like, even though we're sitting here and we're playing, like, you know, you better not call nobody else sis. You don't have any other friends. We playing. But we serious. You know what I mean?
They are so serious.
because it's emotions. You know what
Wait
I
a minute,
mean?
they are so serious.
But one of the things that I love is the fact that we can fall out and get back together.
Yes.
Because I think that's a part of life. No one's going to say everything that you want them to say. No one's going to be everywhere you want them to be. No one's going to act and react the way that you want them to act.
That's
the
correct.
diversity is what builds the bunch and keeps us together. And that's why I say at the end of the day, this is real because it
Yes.
is highly, intensely emotional, right?
Right.
So in this day and age with social media, we've talked about how social media can tear you apart. How can social media bring you together? Because between my busy schedule, between your busy schedule, we all have families, kids, like there are things that we have going on. Like, how does it bring you together? Because we at least exchange communication, every other day at least?
So we have a group, y'all. We have a group that we stay in, tag. But how it brings me closer to y'all is I'm able to see my babies grow when you post pictures because I'm not necessarily able to be there every single day or at every single event, but I'm able to see them grow. So I just feel like I'm not missing anything.
Right.
Although we don't talk every day, I get to see my babies grow up. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? and do different things, whether it be the first day of school,
right,
or a birthday, you know, things of that nature. So in that way, it does bring us together and closer. To me, that's
and I agree. Social media does have that component where it allows people to not only see what's going on in their lives, but people who are around them. So what events you're going to, what's your next venture, so on and so forth. Now, you all know I give you all a phone call and I'll say, I'm not saying what it is until you all get on, right? Because at the end of the day, you all know first. You all know first before anybody. When I made that transition to leave the station.
Don't call us, please. That you got that tidbit. Do not call me.
Oh, the inboxes are coming. But when I was about to leave the station, what did I do?
Called us first.
You called us.
I called you first, and I said, "Hey, I just want to let you all know." Y'all were like, "What?" Like, yeah, it's happening. And I've done that on a couple of occasions where I said, "I got something I need y'all to know," because I needed for you all to know before anybody else knew. You know, and we do that a lot. We've had illness, and you know, we jump up, we put on clothes, and we there.
Right there.
And I was going to say, the thing that really stuck out for me when we had our like breakdown, even though it was a somber moment, when I lost Lexus, I think that everybody found out, because before I could even come home, people were posting it all over social media. And so by the time I got to the hospital, by the time I got to my grandmother's house, y'all were there. And so that's where, even, you know, they say it being a curse, the blessing came in, because that was another moment for us to actually really rekindle the relationship. Because,
and for us specifically, because we had stopped talking to each other.
Yeah. And I think I missed you, because I asked you if she had been there. And we literally, you had to be, I came, and you came, like,
right, I think I came at the end.
But we literally, like,
past each other.
Yes.
But just on the simple fact of social media being available resource for you guys to find out, because like I was so out of it.
I got a phone call.
I was so out of it that I didn't call anybody.
But I got a phone call from Kim. I'll never forget that.
From Kim, but during that time, my mother-in-law was passing too.
Right.
I was going through a divorce and transitioning back
exactly
home,
and just that transcend of life and death.
So I never really got to be with you during that time, and I apologize.
You was with me. When they were there, you were there. That's right. That's the beauty of our relationship.
You know what I mean? Because all of us can't be there all the time, right?
I think I remember I was calling Kim. I'm having a panic attack. I cannot come. It was so much going on.
It was so much going on. It was a lot. And you've had a lot, because you have been the caregiver, the source of making sure to take care of your family. And that's why I say we all have burdens. We all have things that we go through. And in this day and age of digital means, we're able to keep up with each other. Right. But moving into 2019, you all, are we going to take a trip? Okay,
we have got
I have to get you all to agree to it.
We have to agree where we're going. That's the issue.
No, we have to get dates, we have to get times, and then we just got to get it together. So can
I
get
I'm
you
a new
all
mama, so I don't be wanting to leave my baby.
And I'm not. And listen,
and when they went, I was a new mama, and I could not leave my baby.
Exactly. But in 2019, we are going to have a trip, and not only are we going to have a trip, and I don't know where it's going to be.
Is she paying for it?
Yes. How about the flavor, baby?
The flavor
money. Yes, sir.
Don't use flavor money to pay for it, though. That's
some Donald Trump stuff. But.
Listen, don't believe that. So listen, you all will get a chance to see the sisters again. We're going to go ahead and close out. I want to thank you all for coming and being a part of something that is so near and dear to my heart. I want to thank you all for supporting me through my transition of leaving the station. I want to thank you all for always loving me as Wesleyan and protecting me as Lady Mahogany, because that's what I would say. You all love me for Wesleyan all day, but you all protect Wesleyan and Lady Mahogany, that brand, and you all hold that brand. I don't care if it's an inbox, you spell that wrong, spell it right. Tiffany good for that, you know, or Kim being the mama, you know, come in, got something on your teeth, come in and fix this, you know, or Toy being like, you okay? I'm okay. No, you're not. Sit down, eat this, you know, or Audrey, when Audrey is the one who, when I'm here, nobody can bring me back down except for Audrey, because
pray for your baby,
and she will put the pray down.
That's a prayer
when I don't want to pray. Okay. But I want to thank you all so much for being amazing women individually and us being amazing together. So we doing what, 25 more? Let's put it in.
That's right.
25 more. Boo.
I can't reach that far.
Always a
I'm the
competition.
All right, you
God.
all. Thank you so much for coming in today and checking out my sisters and a little bit about me. And hopefully you guys learned a lot. And hopefully you get a chance to reconnect with some people who you probably fell out with. If you cannot remember why you all fell out, it might not be important. The ones who are nearest and dearest to you, tomorrow is not promised. So I just want to leave you with that tidbit. All right, y'all. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Same time, same place. See y'all next Wednesday, bringing you a whole new flavor.
Thank you, ha, you're far too kind. Can I get a